Cher is now about 80. Her son finally confirms what we thought all along. Do you really know about the tragic life behind the spotlight of Cher, the goddess of pop? The reality is far from the glittering facade we often see. Throughout her nearly 8-decade existence, Cher has navigated through a tumultuous journey that has left deep scars on her essence. This video will unveil the harrowing obstacles she faced, revealing a side of her story that might take you by shock. Prepare to be astonished by the resilience of Cher. Let's dive in. In the annals of Cher's lineage, a narrative as convoluted as any, we commence with her forebears, Georgia Holt and John Sarkeesian, whose union was swift and as tempestuous as any love kindled in haste. Their tale commences in the modest confines of a donut shop in Fresno, California, where Miss Holt, in the bloom of youth, was employed. It was in this unlikely venue that fate saw her cross paths with Mr. Sarkeesian, a conveyor of goods by profession whose pleasing countenance and genteel manner were not unnoticed by her. In short order, they were united in the bonds of matrimony, though the ceremony in Reno, Nevada was of such rapidity that one might scarcely believe it more than a whimsy. Yet, the joy of this union was fleeting for Miss Holt, who soon found herself in the throes of regret. The institution of marriage, she discovered, was ill-suited to her disposition. Despite her resolve to depart, Mr. Sarkeesian, with a persuasion most earnest, entreated her to afford their marriage a probation of 3 months, at the conclusion of which she was at liberty to depart, should her heart remain unswayed. Within this span, a new chapter unforeseen began to unfold. Miss Holt was with child. This revelation, however, could not fortify the foundations of their marriage, which, like many a structure hastily erected, succumbed to the tempests of discord. Thus it was that before the infant Cher had seen a year, the bonds of matrimony that had bound her parents were sundered. Such is the account of Cher's origins, a tale as fraught with vicissitudes as any penned by the hand of fate, reminding us that the path of life, much like the roads upon which Mr. Sarkeesian journeyed, is oft filled with unexpected turns. John Sarkeesian, Cher's father, found himself ensnared in the vices of gambling and the grip of addiction, elements that rendered the fabric of their familial bond both tumultuous and fraught with challenges. Their exchanges were few and far between, casting a shadow of estrangement over Cher's connection to her paternal figure. Yet amidst the complexities of their relationship, an intriguing facet emerged: Cher's profound affinity and reverence for her Armenian roots, a legacy bestowed upon her by her father, John Sarkeesian. Despite the strained ties that bound them, she held this aspect of her heritage in high esteem, a precious jewel gleaned from a difficult relationship. Cher's upbringing was deeply influenced by the life of her mother, Georgia Holt, a woman whose journey was marked by upheaval and nonconformity. Georgia's marital history is astonishing, having walked down the aisle a total of 7 times, with Cher's father, John Sarkeesian, being her husband twice. In a candid 1978 interview with People magazine, Georgia revealed how the societal expectations of her era drove her to marry repeatedly, as it wasn't considered acceptable to sleep with someone without being married. This cycle of marriages and divorces resulted in a life of constant moving and financial instability for the young Cher. Despite her ambitions, Georgia's attempts to build a career in acting and singing never reached the success necessary to provide for her family. This left Cher to face a childhood filled with uncertainty, watching her mother take on minor roles in films and sporadically perform as a singer. At the tender age of 2, the financial situation became so precarious that Georgia, then a single parent, had no choice but to temporarily place Cher in a Catholic orphanage, hoping to find a way to improve their lives. Furthermore, Cher and her half-sister experienced lengthy stays with their grandparents, sometimes lasting months, as Georgia pursued her career in the entertainment industry. During these times, they lived in dilapidated apartments, a testament to Georgia's ongoing struggle to secure stable employment and a better life for her daughters. This story not only sheds light on the challenges Cher faced from a young age, but also highlights the resilience and determination that would later define her remarkable career. The man who came closest to being a father figure to Cher was Georgia Holt's 3rd husband, the actor John Southall. Their marriage, which lasted 5 years, was turbulent, marred by intense and often violent disagreements. This chapter of Cher's life came to a close with their divorce when she was merely 9 years old. Despite the upheavals and difficult dynamics within her family, these experiences contributed to shaping Cher's path, painting her journey with the complex colors of her diverse influences and guardians. In the midst of Georgia Holt's intermittent breakthroughs in Hollywood, Cher experienced a mix of inspiration and disorientation. She recalls, "Because I didn't fit into the right spaces, I was always thinking about something else. I was thinking about, when I was grown up and famous, where I'd want to live, or who I'd go out with, or what kind of dresses I would wear. I wasn't into high school at all." However, Cher's detachment from academic life wasn't just due to her aspirations for fame. She was grappling with dyslexia, a learning disorder that impairs reading, spelling, and writing abilities. At that time, there was little awareness or understanding of dyslexia, which compounded her educational struggles. This challenge culminated in a pivotal moment for Cher. At 16 years old, feeling alienated by the conventional school system and driven by her unwavering ambition, she decided to leave school in her junior year to chase her dreams of becoming a star. Because YouTube will prioritize interactive videos. Please comment OK if you find this video interesting. Thank you. At the tender age of 16 in 1963, Cher set off on a transformative expedition to Los Angeles. It was there she met Salvatore's Sonny Bono, a then 27-year-old ambitious songwriter and record promoter. Finding herself without a place to stay, Cher was thrust into the vibrant youth culture of the 1960s, a movement that would soon elevate both her and Sonny to the heights of global stardom. Riding the wave of their breakthrough hit, "I Got You Babe," the duo unleashed a series of chart toppers, including the reissued "Baby Don't Go" and the 1967 anthem, "The Beat Goes On." Buoyed by their musical triumphs, Sonny and Cher aimed to conquer the silver screen with the 1967 comedy Good Times. Yet the venture fell flat, facing both critical and commercial failure. In an effort to rejuvenate their faltering careers amidst the psychedelic music wave, they found themselves grappling with mounting debts. Determined to turn their fortunes around, Sonny and Cher transformed into a nightclub act in Las Vegas. This pivotal transformation from pop icons to a celebrated live act signaled a new era in their journey through the entertainment landscape, showcasing their resilience and adaptability. Ironically, it was their Las Vegas lounge act, a blend of music and comedy, that catalyzed Sonny and Cher's resurgence in the pop culture limelight. This act struck a chord with a diverse audience, bringing them back to professional prominence. However, beneath the veneer of success, their personal lives were mired in turmoil. Cher openly discussed Sonny's infidelities in an interview, stating, "One woman, or even 5, was not enough for him. For the sake of their careers, they opted to stay married, despite the complexities of their personal entanglements, which included sharing their home with Sonny's other romantic partners." A diary entry from Sonny on August 21, 1973, poignantly captures this dynamic. "My public wife is still Cher. In order to maintain all the things I want right now, that's the way it has to be." This admission sheds light on the intricate and often painful intricacies of their relationship. After their financial decline, Cher exited her marriage with Sonny Bono empty-handed, burdened by significant debts. This pivotal moment severed their personal and professional bonds, setting the stage for Cher's ascent as a solo artist. Post-divorce, Cher aimed to rejuvenate her presence in television and music. With the Sonny and Cher comedy hour behind her, she ventured into hosting her own TV show, aptly named Cher. Contrary to Sonny's skeptical forecasts, Cher's initial foray into music as a solo act faced harsh realities. Her 1975 album Stars barely made an impact, languishing at number 153 on the Billboard 200. The situation didn't improve with her next album, I'd Rather Believe in You, in 1976, which suffered commercial failure and didn't chart at all. Her subsequent effort, Cherished, in 1977, met a similar disappointing end, failing to make its mark on the charts. Despite these setbacks in her music career, Cher's indomitable spirit and talent would eventually pave the way for remarkable achievements in the ensuing years. In the midst of her tumultuous divorce from Sonny Bono, Cher found herself swept up in a passionate affair with Greg Allman, the notorious Southern rocker and lead singer of the Allman Brothers Band. Their whirlwind romance led to an impulsive marriage just 3 days after Cher's legal separation from Bono in 1975. Yet the initial bliss was fleeting as Cher sought a divorce merely 9 days into the marriage, citing Allman's severe substance abuse. I asked him to leave because he was so high he didn't even understand me. Despite this rocky start, Allman vowed to overcome his addictions, leading to a brief reconciliation. However, the couple's relationship was further tested when Cher opted to rejoin Sonny Bono for a revival of their popular variety show in 1976, exacerbating tensions with Allman. The strain prompted Allman to initiate divorce proceedings, a decision he retracted upon discovering Cher was expecting their child, Elijah Blue, leading to yet another reconciliation between the two. Cher's musical journey witnessed a pivotal shift with her move to Casablanca Records, a label synonymous with the disco music craze of the era. Despite her roots and personal affinity for rock music, the label persuaded her to venture into dance-oriented pop. Initially hesitant, Cher embraced the challenge and produced Take Me Home, an album that would redefine her career trajectory. The title track became a sensational hit, breathing new life into her recording endeavors and catapulting her into the limelight as a disco diva, aligning her with the prevailing musical trends of the time. In 1983, Cher made a striking entrance into the film industry with her role in Silkwood, acting alongside Meryl Streep and Kurt Russell. The film, recounting the true story of whistleblower Karen Silkwood, garnered both critical praise and solid box office success. Cher's standout performance won her a Golden Globe and an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actress, marking a pivotal shift in her acting career. She went on to deliver acclaimed performances in Mask and won an Oscar for Best Actress with Moonstruck, proving her acting prowess. However, Cher's career faced a hurdler when she contracted the Epstein-Barr virus during the 1987 filming of The Witches of Eastwick. The illness led to a severe 2-year period of health decline, including pneumonia, forcing her to turn down several film roles. In a candid reflection with the New York Times, Cher shared her fears for her life during this difficult time. "I was afraid I was going to die." In January 1998, Cher publicly shared her profound respect and admiration for her former husband, praising his intelligence and visionary qualities. She credited him for their remarkable transformation, from a shy 16-year-old girl and a man criticized for his singing voice into one of the most iconic and cherished duos of their era. Additionally, Cher opened up about the difficulties she faced in juggling her thriving career with the responsibilities of traditional motherhood. Elijah Blue Allman, Cher's youngest son, opened it up in a revealing 2014 interview with Entertainment Tonight about the struggles of his upbringing. Sent to boarding school at just 7 years old, Elijah felt alienated, interpreting this move as being pushed to the margins of his mother's life. "When you go to boarding school at 7, it's kind of hard to feel like you're not being shunned," he shared, highlighting the sense of isolation he felt. Despite the difficulties, Elijah has reached a point of reconciliation with his past, acknowledging, "I'm at an age where I'm making peace with it because you just have to." But it doesn't mean it's right, it's still wrong to do that. In an attempt to mend their relationship, Elijah and his wife, Mary Angela King, moved in with Cher in 2013. However, an undisclosed dispute led to another estrangement, marking another chapter of discord in their relationship. Yet, Elijah considers their bond a work in progress, recognizing the strides they've made while still holding immense respect for Cher. He admires her as a cultural icon, acknowledging her talent and beauty. "You know, she's really talented. She's gorgeous. I mean, she's Cher. What's not to love?" This statement encapsulates the complex emotions and ongoing journey of understanding between mother and son. Cher and Sonny Bono's union brought into the world their child, Chaz Salvatore Bono, initially named Chastity's son Bono. In the late 2000s, Chaz became the center of media attention for his courageous 2-year journey, transitioning from female to male, marking a profound period of self-discovery. This period was challenging for both Chaz and Cher, with Cher initially grappling to fully embrace her son's sexual orientation and transition. Nonetheless, Cher's understanding and acceptance evolved significantly over time, leading her to become a vocal supporter of LGBTQ rights and her son's transformation. Cher opened up about her journey towards acceptance in a heartfelt 2018 interview with Pride Source. She emphasized the importance of love and being true to oneself, reflecting on how Chaz's happiness has ultimately strengthened their relationship. It doesn't make any difference what anyone else feels or what anyone else thinks. Chaz is so happy now, and we get along better than ever, Cher stated, underlining the deep bond and mutual understanding that now defines their relationship. Cher's life, rich in both triumph and adversity, presents a compelling study of resilience in the face of pain and injustice. Her journey, marked by significant personal and professional challenges, showcases her indomitable spirit and capacity to evolve. Despite the hurdles, Cher has emerged as a cultural icon, celebrated for her contributions to music, film, and activism. Her story is a testament to the strength found in vulnerability and the power of perseverance. What are your thoughts on how Cher navigated her life's complexities and what lessons can be drawn from her experiences? Join the conversation by dropping a comment below. Hit 9 if you connected with this story, or 0 if it fell short for you. Your thoughts and feedback are crucial as we dive deeper into stories that touch on the core of human experience. Thanks for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you in upcoming videos. Farewell.